Okay, this is pretty annoying because, yeah. I thought I was streaming and I was not. Is it picking me up? I think we're there. I was sitting here singing along to my song, jamming, and the thing wasn't even live, and y'all couldn't even see me. Yeah, I just sitting here jamming with myself, jamming with this trade, telling y'all all about it, and I hadn't clicked go live. But here we go. Anyway, I had 12. I took 3 of them off there. I took 3 of them off there, and now we're just playing runners. So, I actually entered this at the end of the other stream, but it would have been like, I just went long, bye, and I didn't want to do that. But yeah, looking for the 15 level. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Are we going to get 20? What do I have at 20? That's a quant. I got a quant at 20. We'll see. Hopefully this trail doesn't hit. I need to adjust this trail. It's not real good for this market. Whew. I'm trying to be the smooth streamer that I picture myself being, and it's like freaking disaster area. Yeah, Andy, I don't know if you're listening. NASDAQ is lagging, but well, ES was lagging the down move. Got that because we took that orb here to here. That was the down move. And then yes. Yes. I didn't get in at 6,300. I wasn't totally paying attention at the time. But I did get in. So there we are. I had 12 and I was frantically trying to start the stream and I fumbled it, but I didn't get to show all 12. I think it showed 9 when I still got on here. Because I took basically where the stops are was my first take profit, and then I had the other one. I don't know. I scattered my take profits about here because I was going to get out. Oh, okay. Hi. I always have chaotic starts to the stream, don't I? I was sitting here grooving to my music like, this is awesome. Everyone's watching my trade. We're grooving to the AI song. No, I was grooving all by myself. I was wondering why you guys were so quiet. Yeah, I took the orb short and then got into this. I had an order down here. It might be on the very beginning of the stream because I was hoping to buy lower, but I didn't get that. It was in between all of my stops, so I ended up canceling it. I did manage to record this trade, not the whole thing, not the entry, but the full 12. So hopefully I have time to do a recap later. I can post it. I just can't get everything to happen all at once every day. Maybe one of these days. But I was, well, yeah, I took one off for the 15 level. Just making sure of that. What was I doing? Okay, so I got my charting, and I've got my streaming, and I've got my trading, and then I also have to hit record on this screen. I remembered to today. I used to be like a super type A person, and I don't know if it's maybe this is an old age thing. I don't have it in me anymore. I just don't have I don't have enough fucks to give to be a type A anymore. I've become so type B. It's kind of weird trading like this, but I mean, I guess if it works. I do need to clone myself. I was just talking to Burke at the end of the other stream because he's talking to developers for their project, and it's like, yeah, I feel your pain. Trying to build this team behind me right now has been, I mean, it sounds so good in theory. Just hire someone to help you. And it's like, yeah, but they have to work well with me, not be an idiot, but still be willing to work with me on this stuff, and then understand the scope of the project, have all the knowledge and everything. And some people, okay, there's one developer I let go because it was a really, really great developer, but my ideas came second, and I was like, whoa, you're here supposed to help me, and that's not so helpful. Okay, I'm really watching to see if we stop up here in 15. That's why I'm letting my trail right here. I keep hearing a trail. Did it trail? It might be another trade. But I'm real worried about the market turning around at this level too, because that's this level. This is that same level we were playing yesterday. So this could be it. Yesterday, that was well, it was 63.15 1/4, which I remember exactly because I was taking profit at 63.15 and I was like, yep, yesterday's highs, but we technically broke it by a tick. See if it keeps going. If I scratch, or I mean, my stops are in profit, so I don't know. One of those trolls that used to come on the other stream was like, "Oh, Barbie, you lost again." And I'm like, dude, how the fuck is it a loss if I stop out in profit? How the fuck do I lose if I'm making money? Sometimes everybody forgets that the point here is to make money. There's a troll rant for you. Get that out of my system. We did have some growing pains over there, though, like when we were first training and bringing on the moderators and things. It's like, no, we're not going to have people freaking heckling our trade. I want to trade for hecklers. Who wants to trade for hecklers? Nobody. Okay, well, bot Rix, I tried to get you to join yesterday, you whore. Where were you yesterday? Yesterday is when I was trying to, or what's the yesterday? The day before is when I was trying to use you. You weren't there. This is a bot that does like giveaways and stuff, but I don't know, it doesn't seem very reliable. It just showed up now. So my plan right now is to let this trade play out, and then I have other shit to do. So I'm hoping this trade plays out before I have other shit to do. But I had to schedule some appointments for today. Adulting, boring. I've thought about that. Like if I was doing this when I originally was interested in finance and trading, I was like 22, 23. I don't know. I remember this kind of distinctly because I was also starting real estate at the same time, and that was really boring. So I was kind of thinking, well, I have all this time. I should kind of learn this other thing too. But my family's like, no, you're going to lose all your money. You're going to get depressed. You're going to kill yourself. It's going to be terrible. And being at that age, I listened to them. But I don't now. So, but I think about that. I was like, I had all that time. How would I have handled things differently? I think I would have had a harder time with the emotional and like psychological aspect of trading, but I would have been really good at making all of these bots and doing all this programming. But even like right before I started day trading, that's before we moved into this house. 17 people here, no one's chatting, I know. But yeah, before we moved into this house, I had Google Fiber, and my kids were gone from an hour before the market opens until like exactly market close. So I had literally the perfect time to do it. Hey, Tony. Good to see ya. Thank you for announcing yourself so I don't feel like I'm talking to myself all day. I'm trying to get my schedule more cleared out. Summer's just hard. There's all this, summer schedule is not regular, so I don't know like from Thursday to Thursday what's going on, but I'm trying to get into a groove where I don't schedule anything in the morning and I can pop on here after. Hey, Lefty. So I don't only trade ES and NASDAQ, but I mostly trade ES and NASDAQ. I get tempted by crude, but I felt like I missed that one this morning. I technically didn't. Technically, I was at the computer when it made a nice move, but I wasn't really looking for it. And I'll trade gold every once in a while, but that's kind of new, so I don't talk about my gold trades as much. I don't have as much confidence in them yet, but we'll get there. I'm trading ES and NASDAQ futures, And some options, although I haven't been sharing that as much. People haven't seemed as interested in the options trades, which I think is crazy, but that's okay. And then, what else we got going? We do the spreads a little bit in the chat. Hey, TJ, welcome. You know, so things are kind of all over the place this summer just because my schedule's all over the place, but I do try to pop on and stream after the My Funded Futures stream because I do their open segment, market open. And then I was getting a phone call, but I don't think I need to take this. And then I'm trying to hop on here after. But sometimes, and I think some people forget this, like I don't have a wife. That's me. So I do have to like go to the grocery store and like make sandwiches sometimes and like drive kids around. So I like during the school year where we just schedule all that for the end of the school day, end of the market day. You like My Funded Futures? Yay! You tried signing up for My Funded Futures, but it's not available in your country. Sorry about that. I don't know how all that stuff works, but the other one that I like, and it should be at the top there, is Take Profit Trader. So everyone's calling themselves a 1-step or a 2-step, but a lot of these kind of effectively are 3-step by the time you get put into live funds. Not all props go to live funds. So there's sim funded and there's live funded. And the way the lot of these firms have kind of changed is the sim funded is step 2, and then you can still get on to step 3 in the live funded. And My Funded does that. Take Profit does that also. It's their kind of step 2 when you're in that sim funded. That's the hardest account to keep. But once if you're earning that account, it's great to earn. It's just it has that intraday trailing drawdown on the sim funded, but then once you get to the live funded, it's not. But we'll see. So that's my backup. If you can't use My Funded, just to try that one. The Take Profit Trader is also good. I scope these guys out because, I mean, I try not to engage with all the drama, but there is drama, especially in the prop firm space. There's some unscrupulous characters. And some of these prop firms, just know this, some of these prop firms are created by guys who are failed traders, but see all the potential in the finance space and have gotten a taste of what you can get when you're charging $200 a month for a Discord and, you know, $1,000 a month for this automated service and all that. And they can get away with that without trading. And now they've entered the prop space and they're doing the same thing in the prop space, just taking advantage of all these would-be traders. So I'm very, very picky about who I work with, and My Funded and Take Profit are who I am working with right now. They're not shady. Apex is kind of gray area for me there, but yeah, you're tired of taking care of your own kids, need school back. But I mean, back in the day when we didn't have, you know, forced public school, you still had, I mean, that's where the saying comes, it takes a village, because it should. And I have had to get help in order to make all this happen. Good morning, John. Why is your feed blurry? I don't know. Do you need to turn up the quality? Like there's that little gear cog, you can turn up the quality. Someone was telling me that I need to stop turning up the speed on all the YouTube, and that was because it was in their settings too. So check your settings. I don't know how to 2x all my videos for everybody, but yeah. I see, is my farrier calling? Yeah, this trade's still trading. That's why I'm behind on videos right now too, is summer is so hard to get videos done. I've got 2 sitting here that I think they're okay. They're not my best videos, but I think they're okay. And I haven't been able to finish them because there's like, as soon as I'm off the stream, somebody popping in here. Mom, can you drive us to Starbucks? I need a pink drink. I'm way behind on hot tub time. it's not just the trading in the summer, it's also the rain. Did that make the stream less blurry or anything? I'm trying to change resolutions. I just don't know what to do on my end. Oh, I look shiny too. Am I sweaty today? What was I saying? Yeah, so it's just been raining and raining and raining. And every time I'm thinking of that, I'm just like, we didn't get so affected by that, but all these places got fucked and they're still getting rain. So that really sucks. Yeah, Tony, if you can't pass an eval, it doesn't matter who you give money to. So let's talk about that for a minute, because I've failed a lot of evals and I've been a new trader. When I first started trading props, and this, I'm going to blame Boobies and Hunter because they were my partners in crime on this. We'd just buy those and try to pass them like in 1 or 2 trades. If we didn't really have a plan, we were just like, oh, this looks like a good spot and go in long or going short. But then what? Okay, so you do need to have a plan. You need to bring a plan to a prop firm, and your plan can be really, really simple. It can be to trade the orb every day or just only trade fibwits. But that's what I recommend doing, is just focusing on one strategy. It'll take longer, but you'll actually get it done and it'll cost less money. And then you can add another plan, another strategy, whatever it is to it. Yeah. I mean, that's the different style of trading. So he hits the accounts really hard and he'll get an eval or lose an eval really quick, but then it's hard to keep the PAs doing that too. So that's why I mean, my trading is boring. That's why, I mean, I don't post my stuff as much, because everyone will be like, oh, you only made $185 per account. That's so boring. But it's like, is it boring if you're doing that on 10 accounts? Like, it's not actually. But on paper, it looks so boring, and nobody wants to see that. We can go on, you know, like Patrick Whelan's channel and watch him fuck up $100,000 either way. So I'm not your guy if you need gain porn or loss porn, but I do try to like use strategies that actually keep these accounts alive. I hate having to earn new accounts. I absolutely hate it. I'm so over trading evals right now. It's not even funny. I just don't have the patience for it. And I think it's because I've been kind of happy with where I am with stuff, and adding just kind of seems like a lot, but I'm still trying to do it. I mean, it makes sense to do it. It makes sense to add leverage, but yeah, but back to what I was talking about. I mean, those early ones, once I finally started passing them, it was just because I was doing the same thing over and over and over again. And for a while, it was just buying breakouts at support. There's one right here. I'll show you. So trend, right? Trend going down the yellow line, hits. We're at support. So I'm watching, and then it breaks. This is actually what I played over here. So just watching until we have a trend line break, and then I'm in there and to the next support or resistance level. And I know not everyone has a support and resistance levels. Y'all do, because I share these like constantly. And these are not new levels. I've been watching these pretty consistently, but the example would be just trading this and not fucking with anything else, not getting up here and saying, oh, well, this candle's doing this, so I think it's going to come back down and rip out the bottom. Like, just playing the same strategy over and over and over again. Yeah, $185 a day. It shouldn't, I mean, that's respectable. I don't know why it's not. Oh, yay, someone just subscribed. Of course, my thing is like all out of size whack. But welcome. But yeah, like I know that stuff's boring, but I mean, imagine how life-changing it is if you can do $185 on average every day over a month, and then add a second account. So you're doing $185 a day times 2. So, you know, then we're talking about $370 a day. You just keep adding another one. those kind of equity curves grow a lot faster than you think. It feels really slow because it's like $185 a day, but at a point you're increasing that. So you don't need to be trading the minis. You don't need to be trading NQ and ES. I talk about ES levels all the time. I now always chart ES, but I'm always telling y'all I'm also trading on another screen. I told y'all I had 12 of these, okay? I had 12 of these. 12. Do you think I'm trading ES or MES? Those are MES. 12? Trading MES. But look at that. I already, so I had 12 of them. I have 4 left. So even though I haven't gotten all the way up to my main target, which is really this all-time high up here, that one's kind of in the wrong place. But even though I'm watching this all-time high up here, oh no, that's actually way up here. If I don't get it, it doesn't matter. My profit's still booked. I've still booked profits on a whole bunch of these, so it's all good. I find 12 MESs so much easier to trade than one ES. So much easier. What's up, Flash? Seasonal softball dad right now. Okay, I do feel for y'all on that one. I'm glad we have indoor sports. I'm glad we're doing indoor sports. I was an outdoor sport kid. I played in that shit. It was hard to play in. And now I'm on the other side of that thinking, I am so glad I don't have to sit outside in this shit right now. But we are indoor. When was I gone? A few weeks ago, I had to sit on bleachers for a few hours every day for 3 days. This is my new problem. I thought everyone was so nerdy buying those little stadium seats. And here I am sitting in the stadium. I need a stadium seat right now. My back hurts. My hip hurts. I can't walk. More text messages. Well, hopefully this pays out soon. This could be slow. I was talking, we had Jesse W on, and we're talking about how he kind of likes those bearish moves because they're dramatic and fast. And I was telling him I really don't hate these slow, grindy moves because they pay. And there goes cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. I love that sound. You can tell I'm recording it because it's got the little red outline. That's how you know I'm recording it there. I look like a buff sports girl. All right, thank you. Yeah, I've seen the big super cushy one. They have them at Buc-ee's. I saw those when we were going through. But I don't know if I really want to carry around the big one. I think I'm going to get a smaller one. What is with this? Like... I think everyone needs to call me right now for some reason. All unrelated. Yeah, these should be both 5 minute. Yep. 5 minute, 5 minute, 5 minute everywhere. It's a little bit confusing because I'll show you what my screen looks like. My screen, I have NASDAQ here and ES here. And then on the other monitor, I've got this. Someone was asking me about this earlier, where I chart and where I trade. I tried for a really long time because I was originally in Thinkorswim trying to do everything in both. Like that makes a lot of sense, especially when you're on one monitor. I just can't. I don't think there is a program right now out there where they have the best charts and the best trading. I hate trading on TradingView. It sucks. I don't have any control at all. This thing, I actually haven't moved those stops. It's moving the stops for me. I don't know if y'all can tell that or not from here, but. What does that comment say? I lost my chat. Hang on. Hello? Where are we? Okay. Oh, my chat's behind. Soon I will be able to see your comment. Oh, cha-ching from the Rally's commercials. Yeah. Cha-ching, it just did it again. So every time my stop moves, I hear a cha-ching. It's great when you're in the other room. It's extra fun. Welcome, Darian. Thank you for subscribing. Cha-ching, cha-ching. True DGen, you like the high value trades, need to, yeah. I don't know. I like scalping, but these kind of trades make me my money. Scalping's fun. So, I mean, this kind of is, the first part of this was a scalp. So what you're not seeing is I took profit down here. I took profit down here. Like I've been taking profit all the way up. So the way I look at this is my scalp was down here, and this is the extension of the trade where I'm letting the runners go, because as soon as I take that scalp, I'm protecting the trade, and these stop out a lot. But when we get into a trend, which is what I really want to capture this on, it's less likely to get stopped. It's doing the climb up. It is. We're doing the climb up. So that's that first level I was watching. I just saw a move higher today, and I was talking about this earlier. I wrote this up in the Discord too. It's like and then I'm on the stream with all of these. It's moving down. Oh yeah, there's that big old cushy chair. It's moving down. Everything's always down. I see down candles, so we're going down. And I'm like, but it was down, but like then it's gonna go up. So if you're not in the Discord, you should be, obviously. But I'll put this up here. World's smallest post. So there was my thing from this morning, that I think we're going up one way or another. The most bullish case is that ES test and squeeze, but I think it's more likely to breach and chill. More bearish is falling to 6,300 and then bouncing. We'll see. I always have to stick to my own guns. It gets easier as we go on, but that was a skill I had to learn too. Y'all have to learn that in a different way, because you're not like saying it out loud necessarily, but you should write it down. That's what I used to do. So I have my little notebook. I still do it. I write down my notes in my notebook. So if somebody says, no, I think we're going down here, I still have my plan written out that says like, I think though this is the spot. That has helped me a lot. Scalping is about all you can do during consolidation. It can be. Where was that really choppy day we had? Let me turn off ETH for a second, because I was not trading that. This one too, like this was hard to trade, because even though we were in a range and it was really clearly inside the range, I did buy this down here, but buying this was easier than trying to sell off the top. But I did try to sell off the top some of these, but either my order wouldn't hit or like my stop would hit. So it does get hard. Sometimes we'll get into a really nice range. Was this one of them? One of these we were trading just as a range. It might be this one. You know what? I do. So I kind of like the ranges that become those pennants, and not the horizontal levels, but the more slanty ones. Those tend to work out better. Are we going to get more cha-ching? More cha-ching! More cha-ching! Please? Where am I? Let's put this chart back to 5-minute normal. All right, let's catch up on chat. Oh yeah, that's the day Andy was calling all the bounces. Some of y'all are really, really great range traders. I like that. Tom Hogard may be your mentor, but I trade much differently than he does. He makes more money, but your win rate is higher. Yeah, so I wish I could like follow through with Tom's live streams more. I mean, partly it's because I'm busy, but partly the way he communicates just doesn't work super well with my brain. But what I've gotten from Tom is that his strategies, he has systematic strategies, but he also will take these just total vibe trades. But I mean, if he's going to enter the market, he's not fucking around. So if he goes in big, he goes in hard. He's not going to be piddling around with these little smaller trades. But he can take a big loss and not, get totally psycho about it. He can take a big loss and move on from it. I mean, he's taken $300,000 losses before and be like, that sucked. I'll do better next time. And I'm not there. So I can't be doing that, and I can't be taking those big positions. So I have to stick to the smaller trades. And it varies over time too. I had a spell there where I just like could not hold on to the trades. Mentally is like trade ADHD or something. I just couldn't sit there and trade those. Like even this sort of long drawn out move, I just didn't have the patience for it. So I had to specifically focus on scalping strategies. So when I talk about, I have the outlook for the market and then I'm executing my playbook within that framework. That's the kind of thing that I'm talking about, where I start out with one trade. I know we have a lot of traders in the group that started out with Rob's Fibwit trade, so I bring that one up a lot. A lot of people new to the channel are starting out with the orb trade. You just start out with one of those and master it and make it so you cannot miss. Like it does not miss. And then you can add another page. So then you need to start diversifying and thinking some of these are going to be those longer day trades where I'm sitting here, and some of them, these are just scalps. That way, when you have different conditions in the market, you're more likely to have those setups come up. And even if one setup fails, have something else that you can kind of fall back and find more reliable at that point in time. I do. I always say I need to watch more Tom though. He's a trip. And y'all were telling me that his school run strategy is a variation of the orb, and I have studied that before, but it was a long time ago. I need to go back because I downloaded, I don't know, some PDF you put out that had the stuff written out, and that's the way that was. Market's trying to turn around on me and hit my stops, but I'm fine with that at this point. We're 10 points in profit, so. Okay, oh, Tom made a challenge trading a 10K account since January, ran it up 54. Yeah, I will say that. So every time I try to share something, and I'll be really proud of it. And that's part of why I don't share some of this stuff, because I'm really proud of this week I had, or this trade I had, or this profit I had. But somebody's always got something to say about it, man. And you can predict it too. Someone's going to say, this is fake. And someone's going to say, this is in paper. And someone's going to say, that's not very much. Like there's always like, it's just, I don't know why people think that they need to be in other people's business that much, but that's exactly what happens on the internet. So, I mean, I'm selective about that. I don't share all of my trades, and that pisses some people off. Like, oh, you're not being transparent. It's like, why the fuck do I have to be transparent to the point that I show every single trade that I do to be a freaking YouTuber? I don't. That's literally not required. I can share what I want to share, which to me is the trades that are that align with the things that I'm teaching right now. So I know I'm not going to show you every single trade, but you don't want to see every single trade. Plus, I don't want to explain every single trade. That happens too. Like especially when I'm on the other show and we've got 3 people on there, I could have just taken a really small, like couple of micros, little scalpy bullshit trade. And then I'll be on the show and they want to interview me about it. And they want to say, well, but why? But tell us in great detail how this fits into your trading plan. And it's like, it was just a little bullshit scalp. It's already over. I don't want to talk about it longer than the trade takes. So that happens too. But I can see that. I'm actually surprised that Tom shares as much as he does, because the trolls are terrible with him. The more you show those big things, the more people get pissed off that you're making money. But I mean, why? Because this is the kind of thing, is like, because Tom makes money, that doesn't mean that I can't. Like the bucket is infinite. We can all make money. Tom making money doesn't mean that I can't. We can all do it together. I've never understood that. Like saying that if I make money, somebody else loses is assuming that we like had the exact same entry just in reverse. And that's not the way the market happens. It's not the way auctions work. You love cussing. I'm just talking. Those are just words. Yeah, go clean the hot tub. It was smelling funny last night. What were you doing in there? Just deciding if you'll continue the group. Yeah, that, I mean, that kind of sucks. Like, I mean, I get it because I'm also compelled to like come on here and share the journey, and I could be sitting here doing this by myself all quiet like, and I have. There's plenty of times that I have, and I still do sometimes. But I like giving back to the community. I don't really see the point in totally keeping this to myself. Like, because like I said, me winning doesn't mean that somebody else is losing. And if someone else wins, that doesn't mean that I lose unless we're like placing a bet at the same level or something. But oh, you miss Mark. We all miss Mark. Yeah, poor Mark. There is that other whole group of people that'll come to your community expecting you to be something else entirely. And a lot of times it seems like they're expecting you to be a better version of somebody else. And spoiler alert, you're never going to be a better version of somebody else. Don't expect anyone else to be a better version of someone else. I'm doing my own thing here. It might be better, it might be worse, but it's my thing. And I'm not trying to do like a what somebody else is doing. I think there's a lot of that though, but just a different level of creative thinking. I mean, some people are not going to be coming up with the creative ideas, and so they're always just going to be doing what somebody else does. But I've been telling y'all from the get-go, I've got stuff I'm not telling y'all about yet because I don't know when it's going to be ready, and I don't want anybody to steal my ideas. But I'm working on big stuff that nobody else has done before. That's the whole reason I'm doing it, is no one else has done it before. I'm building tools that I wish I'd had 5 years ago. It would have made this so much easier if I'd had this, that, and the other. So that's what I'm trying to build. And I know it looks like a indicator here and bot there, but I promise this is all coming together. This is why I've been trying to hire up a dev team, because it's time. Growing pains, big time over here. Where are we? Aw. I was just reading John's comments about Tom. He probably needs that, because I'll tell you, like whenever you're out in public, especially on the internet, everyone's got something to say. But the people that actually type it out are the nasty ones. It's the nasty fuckers that sit here and troll everyone all day. I mean, look at it. Who that trades better than me and makes more money than me is going to come onto my channel and tell me I'm a piece of shit and I'm doing it wrong? They're not. The people that come on my channel and tell me I'm doing it wrong are the people who don't know how to fucking do it. So, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. All right, 3 more. And I've got a level at 25. That's why I have those guys there. And then I have one at all-time high. After that, I'm outie. I got other shit to do. What are we doing on time? We're still okay. I do have to go in a little bit, but I'm hoping this trade, I hope we get to watch it. Also, because I'm trying to record it, and I don't want to stop the recording because I have to leave. But yeah, definitely do reach out to them. I very rarely get the, oh, you changed this whole thing for me. But when I do, it's like, oh my gosh. And usually those are the people that have been working for a couple months and have just been really focused on themselves. And I really appreciate that too. You don't have to be reaching out when you're like in the throes of it. But these are the people that have put the work in and come out the other side that usually send the love notes. So they are the best. But yeah. People ask me about the trolls all the time, or they'll send me like, this guy said this on your channel. It's like, so? That's a stupid comment. It's not making me look stupid. He's the one that looks stupid. That was literally a stupid comment. Oh, gardening or gardening? I'm gonna need to do some morning gardening here too in a little bit before I have to go do adulting. Oh, I have so many eggs. Jesus freaking Christ right now. We lost a chicken, so I was like, oh no, that was a good layer, but I'm still just like, I cannot get eggs out of here fast enough. Hydroponic garden, nice. We gotta be careful about that sort of business in Texas, but thankfully, governor did not let that anti-farm bill stuff go through. Because we're floating through this whole deal right now where it's illegal, but we're not gonna bust you unless you're like a big player here. If you just have a little bit in your personal stash, we're all good. Just share some. But yeah, they were trying to change the law that's given us that gray area for the cops to operate under. And old governor of Texas, he gets a lot of shit. Some of it's deserved, but that was a good one. Good veto there. Okay, just the veggies, not the fun stuff. That was a hot topic around here though, because technically it's hemp. They're growing hemp all around here. So they were about to shut down all of these farmers, and that was going to be really sad. Yeah, so you can grow commercially in Texas if it's hemp that has below whatever percentage. But they tried to shut all that down. But I mean, it's like, so the children don't get it. Well, the children are drinking, I don't know. Well, there was no problem to get booze when I was young. I don't think it is now. Oh man, this is the slow trade though. I don't mind these slow trades when my stops are in profit. As Jake would say, I'm going to lose if my stop hits, but I'm going to lose with 3 freaking things in profit, so. Y'all remember Jake? Jake really pissed me off. I'm pretty sure I know who Jake is too, in another chat that he's no longer a part of. That penguin energy. Can't hide that penguin energy. I got tired of having to ban Jake 5 minutes in every day for literally being a dick. I mean, we have fun, we kid, but you don't be a dick. But yeah, Jake, this is classic Jake right here. Jake would say that I'm about to lose my trade because he doesn't know how to read a chart. Oh, you're gonna stop out 10 points in profit. What a loser. I bet Jake and Mark are hanging out somewhere, right? Jake didn't get to announce his departure, though. Life pro tip, guys, do not announce your departure from a riled up chat or you will become the mascot for all those who are stupid. It is kind of funny in that chat. I mean, if y'all want a dry trading chat, I'm sure you can find one. Ours is not that, but it is hilarious on the back end when we my favorite one was when Hunter showed a picture of his dinner. And in the very, very top, and this is just us trolling each other. We've been trading together, some of us for like 4 or 5 years. So he took a picture of his dinner. In the very, very top, this is dates cleavage. So what do? We zoom in and say, oh, it looks tasty. We lost, like, a whole bunch of people just literally left the chat, like left the Discord because of that. It's like, oh my God. You guys, not going to make it in trading like that. Not going to make it. If a little blurry cleavage, people trolling some blurry cleavage is really that offensive, oh boy. She had some tat in there. I'm not even talking about the most recent one. This one was a while ago. It was like one of the first ones he sent. Because now he's like making a point to add make sure the blurry cleavage is in the shot. And he might have been the first time too, but it was very well framed right there at the top. Totally blurry. Meanwhile, I come onto this stream and they're like, well, how come you always wear high cut shirts? I need to be a guest on Coves. That would be fun. I was going to reach out to Cove. There's a couple guys I've been meaning to reach out to. I have to travel some. So I was looking at I was trying to look at that and dodge what dates, and my voice is leaving. It's trying to leave. It's definitely not from the gardening. Come on, ES, let's get another cha-ching. We got to break that high to get a cha-ching. Yeah. Hunter's like 16. No. Hunter's not that young. Holden though. Holden was not old enough to have his own account when we started trading with him. Yay, Central Texas. Welcome, Matt. So yeah, I'm here intermittently on my stream after I stream for my Funded in the morning. I used to not always. I used to be here 2-3 days a week on my own stream. They kind of stole me for open, but I'm working on coming back over here. Summer's just chaotic because they're driving me crazy. Is like, I got one kid doing golf, but we don't know what time it's going to be or what day it's going to be from week to week. And the other one's got this training schedule this week and that training schedule that week. And then we're trying to get all these orthodontists and eye doctors in before school starts, but we're getting there. Are you confused? Holden and Hunter? Yeah. No. Well, yeah, they're both in there. So Holden's quite young. Yeah. When we started trading with him, he did not have his own account or his custodial account, but he's going to kill it. He's way ahead of the game. I wish I had started learning. I wish I knew what a futures derivative was when I was in high school. I mean, wow. Golf is more expensive than softball. You know what the most expensive sport has been, though, and y'all aren't going to believe me? Gymnastics. They don't have gymnastics balls. They don't have gymnastics sticks. They don't have shit. But I have spent $20,000 a year on gymnastics, like over and over. It started out 10. It's like, oh, that's not so bad. Then it's 15. It's like, oh, shit. And then you get in the high levels, and it was like, oh, you mean you wanted to spend more on gymnastics than you used to pay for rent? Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. And now she's it's the training camps now too. So she's about to go to her second one of the summer. And they're put on by colleges. They're expensive. They're like these unofficial recruiting events. So we're doing all that now. I don't even know how, like, golf doesn't even feel that expensive to me yet. I know that feels weird, but like after what we've been through competitive dance. That was, oh my God, competitive dance and competitive gymnastics at the same time. Before I started trading, it's like, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to buy myself anything nice ever again. Yeah, 3 girls in dance. Yeah. It gets a little crazy. I had 1 year I had 2 doing dance, but one of them was overlapping dance and gymnastics, but because the gymnastics was so much, she was only doing like half the dance, and so she didn't end up doing it the next year. I see what I'm getting text messages about. Like, it's all about my stuff that I'm doing later. But that's okay. When I was in high school, you had to look at the stocks page of the newspaper. Yeah. So when I was in high school, that's when they first started online trading. And I remember it very distinctly. It was $10 each way. And my dad gave me this $1,700 account. And he's like, okay, go make some money. And I'm thinking, how am I going to make money at $10 each way? I have to cover the commissions at $20 before I get anywhere on $1,500. And of course, then I didn't know about options or anything leveraged. So I just had to buy and be very patient. I'm glad I'm out of that one. But you talk to Rob, and he was phoning in his orders with $50 commissions on futures and things. Like, that sounds terrible. I wouldn't trade, honestly. If I had to call my broker and be like, yo, get me in, I don't think it would happen. Well, I still think EDS wants all-time highs today, though. Like, I've been saying that since this morning. It's just, we got that move lower. I should have drawn it out. Sometimes I draw these out and then I can turn it back on. It's like, see, that's what I was talking about. I didn't do that today. But yeah, this account's looking pretty good. Keep it trailing, ES. The nice thing about this trade too is if I do need to go before this trade's finished, I'm just gonna let it because I've got the automatic bracket on here, and everyone wants this bracket. This should be the bracket I did the video on, but it's a little tight. I need to. I'm trying to figure this out. This is one of the things I'm working with the prospective developers about. Is I want a way to calculate that stop based on kind of the current ranges and things. So right now it's just based on ticks, and the closer we get, the tighter it goes. But let's go, cha-ching. Oh yeah, we have to watch about Aspot. It should still be running. But if I'm gone, I'll throw it in paper, to be honest. Oh. I can't look at that at the same time. Shit. I can't look at Aspot right now. It looks like it's running as I glance really quickly. I think it's all-time highs and settled down though. I don't think this is going to be one of those power moves. I could be wrong, but it's because I'll leave the trade up and go. I'll have to shift this probably. But it's because we're pushing these limits on the daily. I mean, we do still have a little bit of room. It's possible, but probable. I don't know. I think just we'll have to see. But all-time highs might be kind of the target for the day. What else was I going to look at? I was going to pull down to the hourly because this is the other thing that I'm looking at. We're extended on the hourly here, so this might be. I mean, we're getting pretty close to where the market's gonna have to kind of slow down. This is that same daily box. So annoying. But we'll see. So that's what I have this targeting. So it's a little bit inside of that all-time highs just because I want to make it easy. I like making money easy when possible instead of hard. Just choose your own adventure. Choose easy mode or hard mode, right? That's interesting, Boba. So what Boba's talking about, we've got, so my Aspot is running Python on my computer, but his Aspot is running through another service. And we both independently were using Options Omega for back testing, and they have their own auto trading that they just launched. And I'm interested, even though I can deploy my own things because having a nice place to deploy it would be nice. But so that kind of sucks. You're not getting as good of fills. So you got better with Trade Steward. But are you getting it? Is it taking longer? Are your fills slower? Because that's what I've noticed when I'm in my testing, is speeding that bot up usually gets me a better fill. It's just I had to move on from Aspot for a little bit. We're doing Orbot, and then I'm doing something I'm not going to tell you about yet. And the news. I told you about the news bot, or I hinted to you about the news bot. It's not acting quite right, but it's getting close. Slow. Okay, we're at 10:32. I'm probably gonna have to call it a day here. Come on, give us one more push. One more push. Oh, I haven't finished my option scanner either. That one's kind of driving me nuts. This is why I don't think we're gonna do one developer. I think we're gonna do a few developers. What's up, Coach Fred? What are you coaching? I lose money the old-fashioned way. I earn it. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because options Omega has the trailing stop stuff that you don't have it with Trade Stewart. So that's what interested me, because the other bot that I have, the morning bot, which I'm not running, I mean, Trump makes me a little bit nervous with it, not gonna lie. But I am gonna rerun some of the stuff and see about running the morning one. I might run it a little bit later. But the whole thing with that bot is like it really depends on that trailing stop, and trailing stops on options are kind of weird, or especially on spreads. Trailing stops on option spreads is kind of weird. How's the session going for you, Giga Green? We're doing pretty good, because so I took a short earlier and that paid. I took it on NASDAQ. I'm gonna show you what I did on NASDAQ. And then we took this ES long. It's basically this break is what I was taking. That's why I'm in a little bit late off of the 6,300 instead of just flat out buying the 6,300. So I'll recap the NASDAQ. I have to leave shortly, but I'll do this real quick. On NASDAQ, this was just the orb trade, because I was just waiting. I was kind of waiting for that ES setup, but NASDAQ made a really nice move down. So it was this break here, took it to here. And I keep getting asked, am I testing the reversals on these levels? And yes, I'm not ready to share that yet. I haven't found the good sweet spot, but I am. So now we're in this long. So it's it's pretty good day today. I didn't take this as big as I wish I had, obviously, because it's a winning trade and we always wish we took those bigger. But I wasn't expecting that much out of the day, so I'm just trying to take it chill style. Coach Fred, you coaching your dumb self. It's the same thing I do every day. Everyone looks at me like I'm the expert, so okay, but mostly trying to keep my own shit in order every day. That's all of us. Come on, give me one more hit. Let's do one more hit and then we'll leave one trailing runner market. But yeah, ES is literally bouncing off of that. Now that I have the orb on there, it's bouncing off of that 1.5 of the orb. So, this is the opening range breakout tool, and I actually have it on both screens. It's easy. Oops, what did I just push? It's easier to turn off quickly on Trading View than it is on what am I trading on? Ninja Trader? For now, I was going to change that, but yeah, I brought on a developer. I'm about to overwhelm the shit out of him. I'm trying not to. I lost my chat again. Where did chat go? Oh, there it is. 50% tariffs threatened on copper at a time when you need to expand the electrical grid. Well, I will say this for, what is this? The 7th month in a row now. The tariffs are not about they're not about the tariff. They're about accomplishing something that the tariffs would accomplish, at least on a temporary basis. But yeah, tariffs look very ugly on paper, and in the long term, I mean, this is what I've been saying this from the beginning. These are the tariffs are chess moves and not checkers. These are not academic tariffs, because the academic tariff that you would worry about all of these things coming after would just be a simple tariff that's going on the books and staying there, and that has never been what these are. Definitely made for some fun on copper overnight, though. What's the thing for copper futures? Copper is, you have to type out copper. Obviously, I don't trade this. But if we go to the hourly, very drama. So this is that this is the tariff announcement. Lots of craziness. Y'all notice this though? This watermark's kind of in the way. I'm always trying to show this. So big dramatic candles. We make a move away. It always goes back and tests the drama. The market loves to go back and retest drama. Why do you think there's so many reruns of Housewives? People are crazy. Well, now we're just looking at that one. No markup. Let's go back to markup. Okay. All right, market. Do we have one last push, or are you going to come back down? I just want these two off of here, but I got like 5 minutes. And then I got to go. No, I do not want to buy your off-market Colleen bullshit. Stop texting me things. Trying to get me to buy distressed properties. Disgruntled properties. If it's in Colleen, it probably is disgruntled. Where's my new Texas buddy? Mr. Schroeder. Hopefully he's not in Colleen. Whether he is or not, though, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Come on, market. Push, push, push for me. I got a text about a distressed property in Colleen. It's like, nope, no Colleen. Disgruntled properties. But that was cool. Got the, you rang? Come on. Finish your pushing. I don't like the way the Mo roll's falling apart up here. We haven't even been talking Mo roll stuff lately, but I got the Mo roll here. I got the Mo roll on my other ninja chart too. And they are the same, naturally. I don't like how they're trying to turn red on me here. We just need one last little push. I want to get 25, 63.25 ES. And then we'll get another cha-ching in my ear, and we'll get just one runner running. This is pretty nice. I was actually, this account was in drawdown. It is no longer in drawdown. Welcome, Ricky. Need to figure out why my graphics are weird after I moved them. I do like the new stream layout, though. Can have the little chat up there. Yeah, why does that one not show up in my other chat? Consolidating at 23,000. Yep. That's a good point. We got NASDAQ at 23,000 and ES at 6,300. And those are both major levels. So quite magnetic. But look at ES go. It's finally getting away from 6,300. I have on my phone just like a little TradingView quote on the home screen. And it's like every time I picked up my phone, 6302. Okay, I'll look at it later. 6298. Then I look at it. 6301. It's like, are we ever going to get away from this? Here we are. Thank you. Doing it. I don't have an account to give away specifically today, but I do have the giveaway on 𝗂𝓵𝗵𝗏.com. So if you go to that one, I'm working on getting more giveaways going, but we all know how it goes when I try to do too much at once. I break things like the stream. Cha-ching on one. Come on, one more cha-ching. Push. Push. I do think if we get all-time highs, though, I mean, we're going to either trigger a short squeeze or just kind of right off of it. Are you live in the Discord? I'm not live right now. Sometimes I do live on both, but this is totally random, but it depends on if I'm listening to music or not. Sometimes my audio gets screwed up if I try to stream on Discord and YouTube at the same time. I don't know why. It would be a lot cooler if it did not do that. I forgot I'm recording too. This is going to be a long ass video. I think BMO was live this morning. He was complaining. He's like, I went live and nobody joined. I was like, well, I didn't know you joined. You need to alert people. So watching the Discord, it's not just me. BMO calls some great. He's really good with low floats and longer dated options. You'll make some money with those. Oh my gosh. Are you really going to not tag me out here? Come on, market. One more push. I know you're feeling weak. We see the Mo roll. You're feeling kind of weak. You're not weak, though. You're strong, baby. You're strong. We're almost at all-time highs. Streaming live from the hot tub. That's tempting. So, some of the My Funded guys are like, just tell us when we'll come trade with you. Should I let them? Should I invite them over? They can come trade with me. I've got room. I was going to show them the setup. It's like, I think I can fit 2 people comfortably in here next to me. Because I really focus on 2 monitors. I have 3. So when you see my setup, I have 3. I end up like glued to the left 2. And then the third one like has my extra stuff on it. That's where I'm watching Dell and Apple and the stuff I don't watch like this. You see what it's doing? Do you see how it just went in a tick of my take profit and is like, nah, bro, I'm going to make you wait. Yeah, we'll put them on the casting couch together. I'll be the cuck in the corner. The stuff that I like, okay, I don't really usually get in trouble. I don't get in trouble for that stuff. Like, how many casting couch references have I made? They're all cool with it. I guess compliance is like, nobody knows what that means. They all know what it means. If they have the internet, they know what that means. Yeah, Luke would have to fly in, but Burke just moved a lot closer, so we should get him down here too. Oh my gosh, would you just tag me out already? Because I was supposed to be gone by now. Yeah. Yeah, I am being a dick for a tick. Well, I didn't get in trouble for this, but somebody did get in trouble for putting their foot on the stream. There, I just did it. That's how you can tell if Hunter's here. He's probably not. He's got new feet he likes to look at. He's not as obsessed with my feet now that he's got some good feet over there. Yeah, she got in trouble for showing a socked foot. It's like, guys, have you listened to me? Okay, I don't want to be a dick for a tick on this one. It's actually kind of pissing me off. We're gonna get out of this. Come on, get me out. All right, I gotta go. I'm gonna let this run. Y'all have heard me say it, but I can say it again. I'm looking to. I mean, I've been taking profit since this high down here, but I'm gonna let this thing do its thing. It'll either stop out or keep trailing. Y'all seen how that works though. This one's a simple trail, so it's just trailing by whatever ticks I have it set to right now. I realized I did not have my parabolic one on, but all-time highs are bust for that last guy. It might come down and make me a loser, as Jake says here. Mark probably too. Mark and Jake are hanging out, laughing at me for stopping out in profit. And I'll be on My Funded tomorrow, but we're also going to do the stream with Rob tomorrow here. So come back. I take a bigger break between, and then we'll be back for Rob's stream tomorrow. We need to get one of y'all to come on as guests. If you join in Discord, I can actually bring you on as a guest. So I need to figure that out one of these days. He is really into the notary. Yeah. Okay. On that note, I will see y'all. And since I had no intro because I foobarred it, I will leave y'all with the cool song Heading Out. All right, y'all, thanks for joining me. I'll see you in Discord. I'll post the link in just a sec for those who don't have it. And enjoy your day, please. And thank you.
Yeah. It's a grand swell chain. Yeah. She steps in the room like a Wall Street queen. Stacks so high they're touching the screen. No suits, no ties, just a pink power suit. Kicking down doors in a Louboutin boot. Bull Barbie takes the gains, leaves the rest. Sharp as a blade, she's passing the test. No room for the fake, no time for the slow. She's the I watch her profits grow. She's got charts in her mind and gold in her grip. Every trade she makes is a mic drop flip. They try to keep up, but they're miles behind. Bull Barbie's a storm, a mastermind. They call her the boss, but she's more than that. Turns every bear into a welcome mat. No whispers, no doubt, she's loud and proud. Riding that bull right through the crowd. Barbie takes the gains, leaves the rest. Sharp as a blade, she's passing the test. No room for the fake, no time for the slow. She's the watch her profits grow. So here's to the queen who's rewriting the game. Bull Barbie's the fire, the unstoppable flame. She's got the hustle, the muscle, the drive to win. And bow down to the trader with the ultimate spin.